everybody, I'm Nancy, the children's librarian here at the Azle Memorial Library, and I am also a huge fan of young adult fiction. That's one of my favorite areas of literature to read. So I wanted to show you some new titles that we have gotten in recently, and I think you're going to like them. The first one is called Dreams of Gods and Monsters. Now, Laini Taylor's incredibly popular trilogy fantasy about an angel and a devil falling in love exploded onto the young adult book scene in 2011 with Daughter of Smoke and Bone. It spawned fan art around the world, clothing styles, everything. Karu, the main character in the book, discovers who she is and falls in love with Akiva, and then tragedy strikes. Now, this book was nominated for several awards all over the country and put on best of lists. The sequel, Days of Blood and Starlight, came on and explored themes of grief, despair, revenge, and violence, bringing the two worlds of human and the supernatural into the human world and right to the edge of war. So now we have the final chapter of this tale with Dreams of Gods and Monsters. It begins, once upon a time an angel and a devil fell in love, pressed their hands to their hearts, and started the apocalypse. Which will win out? Anger, revenge, total destruction, or love? The seraphim are in the human world now, and some say the conclusion of this trilogy is very open-ended. The trilogy is an epic tale of many basic philosophical questions. Taylor's writing has been called poetic. The film rights have been purchased for Daughter of Smoke and Bone, so we may just see a movie in the next couple of years. And while we shouldn't judge a book by its cover, don't you think these covers are absolutely amazing? I can't get enough of seeing them when they are on the shelf for just a brief moment before someone checks them out. Taylor was a National Book Award finalist for her book Lips Touch 3 times, and get this, she has pink, yes, bright pink hair. And oh, can she write. Don't miss this one, but if you have not read the first two, definitely go back to the beginning. Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor. And now we're going to move into one of my favorite areas of young adult fiction, and that's post-apocalyptic fiction. They call it the sickness. It's a virus, and all the adults are dead, and the kids are too, and the only ones left are the teens, and they die at age 18. Now, the kids that are left have banded together into tribes, some of them very dangerous. If you love post-apocalyptic novels, you will be eager to dive into Chris Weitz's The Young World. It's a strange New York City that we encounter in this book. Jefferson, the leader of a tribe, camped out in the famous Washington Square Park, and Donna, the girl he secretly loves, tell the story in alternating chapters. Now, 5 teens nearing their 18th birthday start out on a very dangerous journey to try to find a cure and save their lives. So expect lots of action as the teens make their way through this dangerous New York and meet decidedly weird tribes homesteading in famous places like the New York Public Library and Grand Central Station, and including a really nasty group of private school kids in the Upper East Side, which is the very ritzy section of New York. Now, this is Chris Weitz's debut novel for young adults, and he is no stranger to stories. He has written, directed, or produced many a film, including Ants, About a Boy, and American Pie. He directed New Moon of the Twilight series and has been nominated for an Oscar. The setting for The Young World is Weitz's hometown, New York City, so he knows it well. The Young World is the first book in a trilogy, and I invite you to jump on to this wild ride and see where it leads. The Young World by Chris Weitz. And that's all we have for today. Come back next month and I'll have more YA fiction for you.